Hello, Tom here, back in the loft. As you can see in front of me, we've got a new loco. Now, I haven't gone buying any more just yet. This is my brother's. He got me to order it for him, but before I hand it over, he's asked me to put a chip in it and give it a run on the layout. So here we are. I thought something a bit different to have a look at. So it's the Big 4 collection, LMS Fowler, Class 4P 264, in the very nice LMS livery. It's still got an 8-pin connection, so I don't know how new or modern this loco is. Just have a little look at the number there. So I've had it for a few weeks now, just haven't had a chance to give it a run yet. I do like the new boxes that Hornby bring out. I thought it'd be showing a Black 5 by now, but as mentioned previously, it didn't work when it arrived, and it wasn't right again when it came back the second time, so maybe one day we'll see it. So that's that. So a quick look. There's nothing worth looking at in the box really, I don't think. Got a certificate of authenticity, and this is number 36 of 500. So that's the box out the way. This is the only bit of paperwork that's come with the loco. So, usual stuff. Removal of the body. It shows you that. There's nothing here about DC fitting it. There's no guide, so it's quite an old-fashioned instruction book by the looks of it. So the only thing that's changed is the packaging as far as I know, but I've not done any research whatsoever for this loco. Like I say, it's not mine, and I just thought I'd like to give it a run. So I know very little about this loco. Little bag of spare parts there. We've got the steps to put on separately, and I presume that's the front coupler. It does look very nice, except are they glue marks on there? Nope. Someone's fingerprint marks by the looks of it. Thankfully. In fact, there's a few finger marks on it. Right. Look at that. That's not great straight out of the box, is it? Yeah, it's like dried out. Not sure what it is. A little bit sticky. I have to give that a wipe with a baby wipe, I think. Not great straight out of the box, but it's a lovely livery. Just have a look at the internal cab detail there. I'll see if we can get a better still of it after. We've got all the pipe work here. It's very nice. It's a lot more detailed than the older model. For those who are interested, it has got sprung buffers. You can see why so it needs the steps going on. Looks a bit daft without them. You got a little yellow highlight on the wheels there. Does look very smart, I've got to admit. Lovely looking loco. I forget how much you pay for this. I'll put it in the I'll put it in the description. Let's just zoom in there. So you got the little works plate there. That's quite nice. Just about make it out there. So let's get this on the cradle and see if we can get a decoder in it and give it a run. Okay, it seems simple enough to remove the body. It just says unscrew the screw here on the rear, and the body lifts off. So I presume it just clips in at the front. But to get to that screw, it doesn't mention, but I think really you're going to have to take this pony truck off the back, which I presume is just this screw here, which doesn't want to come off fully. We can move it to one side a bit now, so we can get at that screw. I say that's just like my guess more than anything. So I'm just trying to fish that screw out. There we go. So it's supposed to be able to just lift off from the back now. To be honest, that was quite easy. You can just see it's just a one screw. And there's the decoder socket. just to see whether we got enough room to fit this decoder in. Just ease this blanking plate off. There we go. And just got the basic Hornby 8-pin decoder. So it's got number 1 there, we've got number 1 in this corner. So I presume that's in the right place. Just hold that down, make sure it's pushed in. And I'll have to put some insulation tape around that. But just before we put it away, just got to make sure that it works. Okay, let's set to number 3 now, so let's just see if it moves. And it does. Very smooth actually. This loco hasn't been running yet obviously, so that's a good start. Right. What we'll do now is we'll put some insulation tape over, get the body back on and give it a run. Okay, I've wrapped the decoder in insulation tape. I'm just going to see if I can fit this body back on now without it going everywhere, and hopefully it will fit in the space that's in the body, because my Hornby Wainwright H-class, I could get the decoder in, but I couldn't get the body back on. I'm still yet to DC fit that loco. To be honest, that's gone on pretty nicely actually. The last Hornby loco I DC sound fitted was the HST, and that went together really nicely, that loco. Just see if we can get the screwing without it. That might be the tricky part. I've lost my tweezers somehow, so I can't really thread the screw back in. Right, so still couldn't find my tweezers, so I don't know where they've gone. But I managed to just drop the screw into the hole, so I'm just going to tighten it up now. See, that body's gone back down. And I'm going to tighten this pony truck back up a little bit. So I don't want it too tight or too slack really. I'm not even sure that that's doing anything, to be honest. I think the screw's just spinning on that anyway, so we'll try it as it is. So we'll get it on the track, give it a run, and see how it does, and then we'll see what it can pull. Okay, I've set the loco to speed step 12 while it gets running on the upper level. It's already derailed on both sets of set track points on the other end. I'm just going to see if it does it again now. It might have just too long a wheelbase for them. It's quite usual for a Hornby loco not to work on set track. But let's go down the other end now and we'll see. Okay, so it's coming up to the first points now. Made it through there that time, that's good. So this one seems to be the troublesome one. Yeah, almost made it through this time. Right, let's just sort this out. Okay, round 2. So it makes it fine over those points. So it might just be my track more than the loco. I made it through there as well, well, almost made it through. So I think because this track's only temporary and the board isn't brilliant, I had the same problem with my Dapple Manor class. So I'm not too sure what it is at this point, but it always derails. It runs around on one way but not others, so I'm going to say it's not the loco's fault and it's my track for this one. So we'll run it backwards in a bit and see how it gets on. Okay, it's running down the back of the fiddle yard now. I've turned the loco round because my dapple manor class runs this way and doesn't derail over the set track points as long as it goes on the outer track. So I'm just going to see if it makes any difference now. And it seems to. It's funny, isn't it, how it works one way and not the other. Let's just see how it does here now. And it works over there fine. So yeah, that's good. So it's definitely, it's the track rather than the loco. So that's not too bad, I suppose. Got to run it backwards now, finish the running session, and then we'll get some coaches on it and see what I can pull. Right, just thought I'd see what it was like on the other points. It's, as you can see, it stalls anything below a speed step 7 on the points. Now the track might look dirty, it's only because it's weathered, but I've actually cleaned the track and I've cleaned the wheels on the loco. I don't know if this loco has been ran before because it was covered in, well, I thought they were sweat marks, but I'm not too sure they were. So I've wiped it all off with like a glass lens cloth, and the wheels are quite filthy as well, so giving them a clean. But it does seem to still stall at the slow speeds, but just moving off there now. That's the speed step 3. I did move off quite smoothly, but it does stall at that speed. Now I thought it was quite 6 driving wheels, quite, you know, quite well spaced apart. There shouldn't be any need for a stay alive on this loco. Might get better eventually. It's not bad by any means, to be honest, really, but all my locos on these sidings do work at really low speeds. It's only the 060s and the 040s that need to stay alive in them. But that's stalled again. I'm just going to send it to pick up the coaches. I mean, I do like me sound and me locos, so having a non-sound fitted loco is a bit strange now sometimes, but it's very nice, very nicely detailed. So that's speed step 5 now, and it's stalled again. Just up it to 7. It seems okay at 7. Let's just see if it goes over the point now. Yeah, I mean, it's still quite a slow speed, that. It seems quite smooth and it does go that sort of speed. Just try it in reverse again. Again, we'll go speed step 6 now and see if it manages that with the coaches. It's had a good half an hour forwards and same backwards, so it's had plenty running in. And again, I've cleaned the wheels. That's not a bad speed, is it really? Like I say, it's speed step 6 on my controller now. Probably does just need a bit more running in before it gets perfect. Okay, forwards again. I'll try speed step 5 this time. It does move off nice and smooth. The closest equivalent I've got is the Bachmann Fairbairns, and they work fine over all my track. That's working fine, that now. That's just gone over the point lovely now. I think it just needs a good running in, on top of the half an hour that you're supposed to do. So we'll get a few more running shots of this now, and we'll conclude the video. There, I managed to get it to stop rather than stall there. What can I say? As you can see from the running session, it didn't run well at all on the main line. The express point is a complete no-go for it. Now, whether you can tweak the contacts, because I can't see how those 6 wheels, you know, there's at least one wheel on the main track at all times when it goes over even the worst points, so it should still work. But I think it's not a, you know, a new model. Basically it's just a rerun of an older model, maybe a bit more of a detailed body, so I can't say that for sure. Detail wise it's lovely, the livery is lovely, even the coal load looks pretty good. Now you've got me Bachmann Fairbairn behind it, which is like obviously a much more modern looking loco, but it's the only thing I've got to compare with really. So out of the two, for me it's a no-brainer. This one's been upgraded, but it hasn't had any new pickups or anything added to it, but then it runs so much better. You know, never get any issues with it. Hornby trains, and normally I always used to give them the credit for, like, they'd always run on rough track or set track, if you like. But this particular one, no, it might need more running in. Like I say, the wheels are a bit dirty when I got out the box, so I give them a clean. I ran it in as you're supposed to, and to be fair, most of the time it was okay. But as soon as you stick a few coaches behind it and try and run it at a sort of a scale speed, it just stalls, even on straight and level track, as you've seen. So I'm not really impressed by the motor. So obviously it's up to my brother whether he keeps it or not, or whether he sends it back. So I personally wouldn't buy it, not for the money that Hornby charged for it. I think it was £148. So I'll have to, if I'm wrong, I'll correct myself, and you'll see a little bit of writing on the screen. But still a lot of money for a loco that doesn't really work very well. And I know my layout's not perfect track wise, but everything else I've got on this collection runs well, and it doesn't stall. And a much smaller wheelbase locos. We've got the Rapido pannier tank. I gave that a bit of stick when I first got it and wasn't too impressed with it, but that's got better over time, and it's a lot more reliable than this thing. So you never know, it might improve. Anyway, I'll have to break the news to him that it's not perfect. And but yeah, also I'm interested to know, as always, how does your model work? Is it better quality than this one? Is it the same? Could it be worse? Who knows? But yeah, I'm not impressed with it myself personally. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see other people's opinions. So as always, obviously I've got my Instagram, Facebook, all Northwest Trains. If you want to take a look, I always put more pictures and bits and bobs of stuff I've been up to on there. And also another thing to mention, I was going to do a running session today, but I thought it was a bit too close to the last one. That's why I thought I'd try something different, and ended up being disappointing. It's been 9 years today, the 8th of June. 9 years of since the first train ran on this layout. 8th of June 2015 it was. The first trains ran on this layout. So that hasn't half gone fast, and it doesn't seem like I've done much in 9 years, but it's because I'm too busy playing trains rather than actually building the layout. Well, anyway, I thought it was worth a mention. So I've been on YouTube basically for 9 years properly, and it's been interesting. Got a lot of ideas off people, and a lot of well, hundreds of nice comments over the years, and yeah, it's been great. So anyway, before I talk too much again, let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And big thank you for watching. Keep an eye out for the next video, and bye for now.